So
okay.
Hey, Michelle and JJ,
Glasses.
Valley Living.
the greatest part about being an Oklahomian is I'm not a maniac. Some days.
Uh-oh. Trey's got his glasses on. I guess he's ready for business now. He's getting down to business. Let me put my
I'm
glasses
going to read comments. I gotta have them.
I
I
didn't
gotta
see.
put my glasses on.
That's all right, Trey. I
Trey
gotta
always
swap.
looks busy when he's on phone, huh, Joey? Okay.
Okay, Trey. I
got
got to swap out 2 different.
That's
kinds
right,
of glasses.
Michelle.
Yeah, Eric's got 2 pairs of glasses. Wow, he's really down to business.
Well, these
He's
are,
not
but the top
boasting
part
on
Oh
is
my
glass.
What are you making now, Paul? Yes. Yes.
What's that movie where they wanted the guy to bite his thumb off and he wouldn't do it?
I don't know, but he's doing it now.
Oh, that was Jack. You're that guy in Jack Reacher.
You know.
Only you did bite your thumb off. He wouldn't bite his thumb off.
He couldn't wait for dinner.
He couldn't wait for dinner.
No, I had a really good dinner tonight, and after I got started eating it, I'm like, why didn't I video this? And eating a little smokehouse kind of that they've got over at Commerce, Oklahoma, called the Little Cafe. And she likes their prime rib. I think she just orders it because it's the most expensive thing on the menu, but
Of course.
they serve a really good. And I get one called the Bonnie and Clyde that has a split hot link on top of it and barbecue sauce. It's awesome.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, I took a video of it. My what I'm having for eats videos are doing better than anything else I've ever done.
Where am I eating at this time?
Well, yeah, some of those.
Let me go eat outside of Subway, but I'm not gonna eat Subway sandwich. I'm gonna eat the sandwich I made at home.
Subway, eat
That's
fresh.
right.
Somewhere.
It probably
Anita
tastes
made.
better.
All I know
don't
is
know.
whenever
Paul
I go out to
made
eat
it.
from now on, I'm not going to sit in a regular chair close to any windows.
Yeah. Especially at barbecue places.
Just to be
Yeah,
safe.
exactly.
So, Eric, some people just need bubble wrap. That's what Nita says.
Well, and the bad thing is I got out to shake Mike's hand. I didn't realize she put her, like,
It was easier to turn around than my chair.
Yeah, she made. She put that. It was a Diet Coke in it on there.
well, it would have been nice if she
You
would
were back in?
have put my backpack there. Let me hold it so the chair don't go through the window.
I forgot it was there too.
Why should put a brick in it, huh?
A brick, engine block, and half a house.
Duncan Family Farm is going back to Caddyshack. That was,
Ready?
but he knew it was a baby.
It's okay.
All I know is
Aww.
I thought about that big.
Oh,
Oh, looky there.
Uh-huh.
Baby.
Well,
My dogs won't hold still long enough to do that.
well, hold on. Oh, come here. Slow down. She has a problem.
do you have that cup anywhere close to you?
Me?
Yep. Has your cup made it
Yes.
yet?
Right
Show
here.
that.
I got one.
Show that thing to Mickey. Mickey, look here.
Mickey, look at Paul K's farm cup.
Tell me.
See how pretty it is? Oops, sorry.
Do you
There might
want-
be. Oh, Tina's even.
Be right back, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Awesome, isn't it? I love that. It is
I love
awesome. They are so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I got one of those.
I don't have one of those.
Hold on, I got swap glasses so I can see what I'm doing again.
Tina's got hers too.
Yep.
Yep.
I wonder
Show
if
one
Tina!
more
those.
time.
Anybody else on the screen has
Awesome.
those?
Nana, go get yours. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on.
Wait.
I'm standing back.
Hold
there.
on.
Hey,
It's,
just
it's
picture
awesome, isn't
like
it,
that
Mickey?
dude sitting back eating popcorn, watching for
Y'all
whatever.
got a couple of them.
Oh, they got, yeah. Awesome.
Mm. Mm.
I finally got something Amy ain't got now.
Or Trey. Trey ain't got one of them neither.
Old
Trey.
Trey.
He is afraid to say anything, fear that his will show
I
up.
done told him. If he would have told me I was getting a cup, I'd have drove up there to his birthday party for that.
He's thinking it might show up packed in a bag full of used hay string.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You've
There's some
you've
little
been
kid that's
offering
gonna
that
watch
to
this and he's
everybody.
gonna go.
Oh, that's so sweet. Mickey said, "Tell your wife, Anita, brilliant and awesome."
Mm-hmm.
You hear
Yeah,
that?
I send her ours, so she'll make
Mick
us a
said
couple.
you've done brilliant and awesome making those cups. She's good at it.
She is.
Yeah,
That is
it's
beautiful.
really good.
I tell her she could make a living doing it and I quit having to do all this other stuff and just live off what she. But she
There you go.
not very.
I mean,
Cool. I mean, those cups are. I mean, that really is cool. I mean,
Yeah.
is she doing it like a wrap, getting a wrap made and putting it around the cups?
She does all the printing that out. She's got the printer for it and it's on sublimation. And so how do them
Tony's
work?
coming out the closet, y'all. Watch out.
Hey, hey. All right, here you go.
Oh.
Yeah, she's got a cup press that puts those on.
Nice. That's a good looking hat too.
I
Nice.
ain't done yet. I got several of them.
You got several of them.
Yeah, I'll give it a few minutes. We'll do another one.
He's got a hat for every 30
Amy,
minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Amy, you can't claim that because Amy, you are the
Oh.
whitest girl I know. You are the bougiest, whitest girl I know. Chicken strips, no food on the bone, Dr. Pepper, French fries.
Now I'm trying to figure out who all them people I was playing against in cahoots are.
Yeah.
You don't know?
Bougie white girl,
Yeah.
teardropper.
She's bougie white girl.
I don't know.
Mine was kind of a giveaway.
I figured Paul would have known mine that I used that one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What's the one?
Yeah, what was?
Don't
Alice?
forget the grilled cheese.
Oh yes, I seen.
How
I
strong
didn't know who it was.
Grilled cheese. You forgot that, Paul.
Grilled cheese. Mmm.
Now, here's the thing.
That's definitely a white girl food right
And I
there.
went to post the coon.
I bet
and
she
the guy
eats
told me,
grilled
I thought,
cheese
no,
and tomato
that.
soup.
Yes.
Probably.
That's
Here's the
awesome.
thing. I will make a tuna fish grilled cheese with tomatoes on it. Awesome. That's one of my best grilled cheese sandwiches right there.
That actually sounds good.
No.
You know the best grilled
That
cheese?
sounds good.
The best grilled cheese out there is white bread,
Oh.
Velveeta, and 9 Acre Family Farm ham steak on it. Mm.
Well,
There you go. Yep.
That's good.
Oh. Angie said your sandwich is disgusting, Tony.
Hey, here's the thing. Angie and I are 100% opposite of everything that we like to do or eat, everything, always.
Apparently, Amy's coming to your house tomorrow, Tony.
She's coming to your house. for
She'll
lunch.
enjoy the food. Okay, here we go. I'm advertising. Oh, wait a minute. That's way too tight.
That's
Oh, that was Angie's hat, but she won't wear it because she don't like hats. But there we go.
Wait a minute. Tony got a bucket head.
Christine, Mrs. Gillum Farms.
we can't
There
read
you go.
Can't read
Okay,
it.
Yes.
I see it now. Mrs.
That
Gilmore.
was-
Oh, look at how that
Hey.
was cool.
I got one of
Yeah.
those.
I got a Mrs.
Yep.
Gillen farm, but not like that.
Yeah.
All right, I got to get
That
my
one's
hat.
cool looking.
Hold on. Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold
Where are
on.
you going? Hold on.
Hold on.
I'm getting my hat.
I better set it up and swap out with glasses.
Yeah. Oh. Gingy the cowgirl.
That's me. That's me.
There you go.
Going out to ride the tractor. I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm just going to get on it, drive it around.
Your voice. I'm going out to ride the tractor.
Yeah, I'm not going to do any work. Don't
Angie,
get twisted. I'm not working. I'm just riding.
All right, we got
a cool one.
this one,
on Gillum
and then we
Farm,
got
but
this one,
Ooh, pretty,
and then we got
Derek.
this one.
oh, I got more.
Joe, fix it for you. I think that's Joe fix it
There's
for
two
you.
in there. Oh, there's one.
Yep.
Then another
Wow.
one.
Nice.
Trying to rub all this stuff in.
And-
What they trying
Yeah.
to do?
Do what?
Yes,
They
that
just
one's
rubbing
awesome.
it in.
Those are just mine.
That's just Nana's.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
The OG one.
Oh.
OG. I'm sorry, we're blurry. It's our internet.
Oh,
It's your internet.
somebody else
National
wants
Wi-Fi.
in. Somebody's knocking.
Trey, by the
Oh.
way,
Yep.
thank you
Somebody
for
know it
these
is.
knocking.
beautiful coasters that Joey won. I love these.
I love the fruit.
Those are cool.
We almost got the Brady Bunch.
Hey.
Hello, beautiful
Joe.
Paul has a happy birthday over his Joe Fix It For You.
He's got a happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
Paul. Hey, Paul. Hi.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Paul,
Paul.
don't start.
Mighty ho, neighbor.
Oh, how are you guys? Y'all look cold too down there.
Yeah, it's
We're not at all.
Yeah.
We're showing
Cool down.
56 degrees here.
We got no complaints. We're good. We're toasty. We're warm. You're gonna like it. Say Thursday and Friday
It was
morning.
54 degrees when we come in the house.
Mhm.
oh,
It's 51 here in Georgia right now.
oh, I can sleep like a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, but Georgia doesn't even have the right time.
I guess who's
That's hilarious.
Love you, Ginger.
love you too, Paul.
Love you, Ginger.
I can quote some Ecclesiastes about the right hand, the right side of the U.S.
Ginger, I gotta tell you, you look spectacular in that hat.
Left hand.
That hat is
It
just
came-
you, girlfriend.
It came all the way from Texas
Yes, it did.
when we were at Pine
Because
Country.
nobody in
Texas.
Arkansas would buy that thing. But
You know, there's a saying in Texas, right, Ginger?
Yes,
You know, there's a saying in Texas, right?
everything's bigger in Texas.
All hat, no cattle.
Well, that's true. I don't have any cattle,
We
so
have that
that is true.
in Northeast Oklahoma too.
I have a cow suit.
What's
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
What's your
fruit
hat, Tony?
Fruit?
Booch.
Nice.
That's cool.
I like
Hold
it.
on, I'm not done yet. I'm not done. Everybody's giving me a hat.
Everybody
Hold
needs
on,
a
I'm
friend.
not
Hold
done.
on.
Hold
Hold
on.
on. This is from Old Pecan Homestead.
Oh, they're so funny.
Nice.
Old pecan?
Pecan.
Pecan, yeah, them too.
Nice.
Man,
Well, you did what in your can?
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on.
From Missouri.
there's an
Joe,
Joe
fix
fix
it for
it
you.
There's your
This is for you.
Awesome. Hey, Tony, do you want
What?
one of ours?
Yeah, I would love to. But here's something, guys, here's one that I am very close to. I mean, I'm close to everybody. I've known this family. Eddie's Family Farm.
Oh, Eddie's.
80.
Yes. I have known them for, I don't know,
Awesome.
many.
Love Brandon.
I will go 6 years, if not more.
Oh wow.
With a couple hours away from us.
Look at Trey with his.
Oh, now Trey's got to show off his merch.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
You're muted.
Are you on
You're on
mute,
mute.
Trey?
This is my last merch I'll show you all for the night.
Oh Lord.
Oh, God.
I could have gone a whole nother year not
Scarred
seeing
for
that.
life.
I'll have to find that one.
Why, Tony? Why? Why?
I could
It
have
was
gone
given
the
to
whole
me.
11th
Little
year.
Tony
Now,
makes an
everybody
appearance.
sleep well tonight with that ingrained in your mind.
Yes, I will not get that image out of my head, right,
Hey, wait a
Gary?
minute. Wait a minute. Paul missed it. Paul wasn't looking. There you go, Paul.
I've seen way too much of it.
Hi, Paul. Please keep us clean. Thank you.
What do you got? Huh?
He's gonna try his best. Oh, now he's got a Mountain Dew.
Good man.
Wash that old mustardy
I
hot.
need brain bleach, Lori said. After seeing the mankini, I need
Oh,
brain
my eyes, my eyes.
We just got done watching Dale and Nana's
Thank you there, Angie.
23rd anniversary video, and it was fantastic.
Yes, happy anniversary, you two.
Happy anniversary,
Yeah.
guys.
Yes.
Yeah,
That was
appreciate it.
fabulous.
Happy
I told them the same thing.
anniversary.
They told me I was late.
Yeah, just so everyone knows that video was shot in August.
It was.
I kind of thought so. I
That's how
thought.
far behind we are on video.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We're not part of the family over there, so we don't know like exactly.
No, you're
We
fine.
love you guys.
You're fine.
You're there.
I am ashamed that was filmed in August and I just now got it out. I'm ashamed of that, but
Don't be ashamed.
it is
of
what it
anything.
is.
There's
Yeah,
a-
you put out what you put out when you put out.
Yeah.
Tamara,
Hmm.
when you put that out today,
That kind of
when you put
reminds me,
that out,
Bill, that I found out the hard way on your GoPros. Make sure you reformat the SD cards on those every now and again, because you'll shoot a bunch of videos and then you go to download them and they're gone because the SD card goofed up on them.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Eric, I have the same.
Oh,
problem.
no kidding.
I
Yeah.
clear them out every single time I shoot a video.
Ooh.
Every time I clear them out.
I don't never clear mine out.
I
Mine
go to
just
videoing on my phone.
I just delete when I get through.
Wrong.
Yeah,
oh, you're next.
Whenever I go to videoing on my phone, I have that sometimes, but it's usually because I don't push the start button.
Yeah, I've been there.
I did
done
that
that,
tonight,
brother.
Paul.
Certain
I
I'm
did
the
that tonight.
and
All I
use
can
my
say
phone-
about it is I did a video and I shot my GoPro.
I remember that.
Ray, you better look at Mickey's comment.
I like using the GoPro for like
Put a hat
B-roll
on and
or
promise I'm drawing a cartoon. Just go,
Come on, you Louisianian.
hey, can you hear me any better? By the way,
now we can.
Hey, can
now
you
you can.
Yes.
I wonder what's up. I just got my mic. I don't know what's doing that. I hook my mic's up.
He grabbed a hat just as quick as he could.
Trey,
Tony,
can you?
Going up over the
Every-
wall.
He is messing with him.
Excuse Joel. He has to go check on our idiot dog that keeps climbing up over the 8-foot wall.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Chihuahua. I'm sorry,
Oh
guys.
my.
Wow.
What are you eating down there?
Well,
They see us up here in the front of the house, and they see the lights on from the front of the house, and so they spike up over
Kitty
the
dip.
8-foot wall to get to us. Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, dude,
Oh
how you
my.
doing? Yeah, they're fine. He's fine.
they're almonds.
150 pounds going up over the wall, and it's like Berlin all over
Wow.
again.
The faces.
Really?
it tastes like this too, Amy.
Yes, Lori. They're lemon dipped almonds, but it's like a lemon bliss almonds is what they're called. It's like a sugary outside, but that first bite is lemon, and it's like pow.
I'll bet.
So
How'd that go again, Ginger?
Pow.
That's not the thing.
Yeah, Dakota.
I don't do well with
That
sour.
is enough of
That's
that.
what I've decided.
I'm not a big almond
Like,
fan, but I don't know. Something about
Everybody wants
that.
to know why I don't
Yeah,
like
I might have to
pineapple. It's
try to
because
find
it's
that.
sour.
Well,
like
I
lemon
love my
flavor, so.
life.
Hey,
There,
old,
Amy. You need you one of them, Amy.
old pecans on there right now. Here's this.
Old pecan
what?
is gone.
Old pecan.
They're
Old
here.
pecan.
I'm with Tony. It's pecan, and I could have used a
They let
pecan
It-
2 or 3
it
days
is-
ago. We got stuck on the road for 3 hours in a traffic backup.
You and Angie need to talk one day. She'll tell you what happened with us when we went to Tennessee.
This is a
Pecan. There you go.
That's a
There you
pecan.
go. There you
That's
go,
a can of
Dakota.
peas.
Pecan.
That is
There
a
we go.
pecan.
Look,
the
look.
things you're talking about are
It says
pecan.
pecan.
Big. I don't
Why
care what
do I
you
use-
call them, pecans or
Talk about
pecans.
Anyway,
All I know is they taste great in a pot.
Dakota, there you go, buddy. And it's a pecan. If you want to spell a pecan, spell it that way, but it's called pecan.
Thank you.
I can
Over here
say
saying it's
there's at
pecan.
least 2 people, probably 4, on this panel right now that will remark something about icky green peas if you feed them.
Those are nasty.
Yeah.
I won't eat peas either.
Yeah.
These are
Peas,
shocking.
peas in it.
Yes.
Lori.
Anything.
Lori said one word. Ginger
Depends.
depends.
Let me tell you something. I was wishing I was had the forethought the astronaut chick did, because I was like, man, I need to speak English.
Hey, y'all, our dogs are just being jerks. We got to cut out of here. Gotta leave space for somebody else. We love y'all. Y'all take care.
Glad you popped
Love
in.
you.
See ya.
Good night.
Bye, guys.
Guys,
See you.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Oh,
Hang on. Oh, okay.
But I understand dogs being jerks. Ours are jerks all the time. So
Dakota, if you pronounce it the way it's written, it's pecan. It's not written. If it was written pecan, you'd be good.
yeah.
But it's not.
I bet you say Missouri too, don't you, Tony?
Say, I couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
I said, I bet you say Missouri too, don't you?
Missouri.
Hey, well, you say something right.
How do you pronounce pectin?
How do you say Coors Light?
How do you say Coors Light? I don't drink, so I don't
Coors?
say it.
I just say Coors Light.
Coors Light. Coors.
hey, Yingling.
Coors.
You can't get that. You can't get that east of Texarkana.
Well, they actually what we're getting here now is actually made in Texas at the Coors plant.
What?
The Yingling that we're getting here is a partnership between Yingling and Coors, and it's made down there in Texas.
Oh wow.
So
What?
I got tea.
but yeah, they actually took some of their own people from Pennsylvania down there to oversee it with their and everything else. And yeah, it's produced down there because you'd think the oldest brewery in the United States would actually have better distribution than anybody else, but here we are.
Right.
Are you trying to say that T was said as Tay?
Yeah, I think that's what he's saying. I'm trying to read that too.
Well-
I'm trying to decipher that too,
Tay,
Trey.
not T.
Well, there's no
You really
chance,
are getting confusing.
Trey.
And
There's no chance you're going to get it right for
Heather.
some people. And so me and you can just agree on this, that we butcher the King's English.
Yeah,
There.
Exactly.
I'm right
Hey,
behind
Xander.
Mhm.
you.
Coors Light. Not Coors Light. He says Coors Light.
Coors.
That must have been
I don't
Oklahoma thing.
I agree with
Sweet
with what
tea.
someone else said up there. Beer's nasty, so I just
Yeah.
There's Lori.
They always said it's horse pee.
Yep.
I thought that was like Bud Light and Bush. Isn't that like horse pee? Or
No.
pee in general? Or what you get out of a pecan?
Wait, that's
I thought
two
that Bud
different.
Light
That's
was
two
brand.
different beers there. That you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like
They're all bleh.
One's transmission fluid and one's corn.
Angie says.
Easy, Ginger. Angie said, "Easy, girl."
She likes her beer, and I like my mixed drink.
I'm not coming for your beer, Angie. I'm not coming for your beer.
It's pronunciation. You can't pronounce Coors. You can't pronounce pecan.
I got a friend that says that battery. He calls it battery.
I've heard that before.
Are you serious? Battery? What?
I've heard it before
Whoa.
too.
Yeah, I've heard people say it that way too.
We'll say battery when we're joking around.
Yes.
Like, man, my battery's dead.
Yeah.
Battery is
We call it
battery is like English, like Europe and Australia and New Zealand say it's a battery.
My granny used to say battery.
Hey,
This person has born and raised in Oklahoma, and he calls it battery.
Battery.
Must be
No.
like, I mean, does he say I'm going to pull into the car park also?
No, so I don't know.
There was a guy we used to bale hay for that always tried to grow Korean Lespedeza. And as a kid, I could swear he's calling it chlorine. Chlorine. And I'm like, what?
What? Say it again.
Kill the grass, you know?
Here's a good one for you. I drive Angie nuts about this. Knife has a K in it. It's not a knife. It's a knife.
That's
right.
K. No wonder why I know it can spell. Get rid of that K. It's knife.
That's right.
I drive her nuts with all my sayings I do. She'll comment here in a second.
Our Spanish teacher said English is the hardest language for anybody else to learn because, like things like weather, their, knife, knife.
Oh, I don't know, Eric. I don't know about that anybody else thing, but my native language is English, and I still haven't mastered it.
Same here.
No, yes.
If I do come across
is
the right
another
word,
one.
they come up.
Knife, pecan. There you go. Dakota's got it.
Yeah, well, he's got part of it
It's
right.
not pecan. It's pecan.
He's got part of it. No, if you want to spell pecan that way, that's fine, but they don't. They spell it pecan.
Yeah.
Kind of like tomatoes. A lot of people, we call them maters.
Yes.
You just leave the "t" out. It's just the
The
maters.
is missing.
Well, if you want to, if you're going to
Hey,
if you're going to,
You can't have a tomato without toe.
That's right.
Tomato.
That's right.
Now,
Life is a highway.
who says
I knew
tater?
I picked right. I picked my best
A
friend.
tater, got
stations
taters,
like that.
and maters.
Yeah.
I know he's going to say something soon.
Taters, tater soup.
He said, Tony, you talk too much.
Yep. Love you too, baby.
First language is Texan.
Yeah. Guys, well, I'm going to get off of here because it's late here over on the right side of the world.
Wait, it's only 11:21.
I know,
That's
but it's-
only if you're looking at the world. If you were actually the country, you're on the left side.
Oh,
That's right.
don't get technical with me. If you're looking at the U.S. map, I'm on the right side of it.
Depending if you're not sitting in the driver's seat, you're on the left side.
Which thumb am I missing?
You're on the right, but if I do this,
The left.
All right, see you later, Ginger. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Night,
Night,
Good
Gingy.
Coming in.
night,
Good night,
guys.
Ginger.
Love y'all.
Tell
Bye.
Joey night from us all.
Good night, Joey.
that's why Ginger's always late.
Uh-huh.
They want to start at 10 o'clock?
I'm ready for bed.
That's that sounds like Jennifer Ocean Homestead. She's like, can't we have it during business hours? I'm like, if you weren't 3 hours ahead of all the rest of us, it is business hours.
Yeah, I've seen her say that before too. Hey, but Jennifer is a great supporter of everybody. It's crazy how good what she does for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yep.
Leonardo Baptista Rocca, you need to be following that man right over there, Paul Case
Case.
Farms. He
And
said
Yeah,
he's a
well,
Leonardo is from Brazil.
but he says he's a logger. He runs a church for loggers.
There's a lot of people are loggers when they're getting a haircut.
That's right.
A lot of loggers are just they're logging.
Well, good loggers have all kinds of different things, like places where you can tell they've been sewed back together, and yeah.
You're all pointing the wrong direction. Go this way.
My grandson come in here yesterday evening wearing rubber boots. He kicked them off right away. He done the grandma's house thing. And then in just a minute, he goes trying to put them back on. He had one of them on his foot backwards.
Oh my God.
Pointed out the wrong way. And I was looking at that like, that don't work that way.
Good night.
Right.
Night, Michelle. Michelle and Tony, or not Tony, Tom from the Keto Cook, Tom, they had a live stream discussion today about cancer.
It was good.
Because both of them are cancer survivors, so it was pretty good.
That's Big Valley Living.
Thank you, Tamara.
Leonardo, I see you put that on there twice. Steel MS 382. I don't know if they offer that number here in the States, but I've got old saws. The bigger one that we used to log with was a MS or a 660 Magnum steel. And we've also got some smaller ones that are 290s and 310 MS or Magnum steels. And but the new ones we're using are 462C, and they are actually just as light as the 290 and have almost as much giddy up as the 660. And we really like them. We like them well enough that when one blows up, we go get another one. On a saw.
That's right, Joe.
$1,400. You got to like it to be able to do that.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at, Paul. Is I'm actually surprised that you use steel, because I like my chainsaw to start when I want to go start it. And steel is like the worst thing in the world to get to start.
I love my steels.
I don't have no problem with a steel.
The problem we have with the 290s and the 660 versus the 462 is that you'll pull the rope on choke on the 290s maybe 3 or 4 times and it'll hit. You flip it up off choke and pull it again and it's running, and you can touch the throttle immediately on it and it works fine. If you do that same trick on the 462C, you'll kill it. You got to let it sit there and run on choke just a few seconds before it.
Yeah, I'll never forget. Like growing up, we cut tons of wood when I was a kid in the river bottoms in Missouri, and water oak and stuff like that. I just did that because I knew you were in here, Trey.
Oh, okay. I'm proud of you.
But anyway, the guy that cut with us, he was, you can't own a real saw unless you own a steel. And my dad would he had Poland Pros back in the old day, like back in the 80s. And then he had what else? He had another one. But anyway, it was like 2 pulls and his was started. And I remember that guy sitting over there and he would jerk on that saw until he'd throw it across the timber. Then he'd go pick it up and he would jerk on it some more. And then finally it would halfway start. Then it'd die. Then he'd jerk on it some more. And I told myself I'd never own one of them.
Well, here's the thing. It's kind of one of those things that after you use one so long, you get used to it, I'm sure. But after you get them things running a little bit and they're warmed up, you flip the switch to on and pull the rope and it's running.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do something that's gonna mess with your mind.
Yeah.
I bought regular cheap gas and run in mine.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't have no trouble because I'm always using it.
That's as long as you're always using it, that ethanol really ain't gonna hurt it as long as you're using it all the time. It's when it sets.
Yep. Right. Because it eats up that cheap aluminum that they make this stuff out of.
But I've got not many people know the brand but I run a Sachs Dolmar. They're just called Dolmar now. But it's one of them that you pull it twice with the choke on, it'll try to hit, then you push the choke halfway in and you pull it and it starts, and then you give it just a few seconds, push the choke in, and away you go. Now the problem with that saw is it's a slow speed saw. Like my dad runs John's Reds now, and they run like the wind, bullseye, but they also wear themselves. Like he has to trade saws every 2 to 3 years because they just wear themselves out. Mine has been going for, how long have I had that saw? 20 years or more.
Yeah.
But
James Hall, we use 24-inch bars with 3/8 by 63 gauge chain on them.
Woo! That's not messing around.
We've actually the 660 we've still got. We have a 3-foot bar on it because we have to use it to cut some bundles of lumber off for certain companies we sell to, and you can't get all the way through the bundle with a 3-foot bar, but you can trim it and make it look right. If you try the same thing with a 2-foot bar, it comes out all weird.
That's a big chainsaw. 3-foot. That takes a lot.
3-foot bar on a 660 is heavy. I carry it at the end of my arm, and a 3-foot bar
at the end of my arm,
tip down to where the bar's touching the ground when it's just sitting on the ground. But
have you ever done a hinge cut on a tree?
Every time we cut any of them.
Okay, I've never ever seen it until YouTube, like a month ago. It's like they talked about a hinge cut, and I just know you notch them and cut them and they go down. But these hinge cuts are pretty cool. I never knew anything about that.
Yeah. Well, they call it hinge, but it's you just leave enough of the wood to make it hold together to kind of control it until it gets on the ground.
Right.
And that don't always work. I haven't asked Kevin if it's all right if I put it out, but I'm probably going to get to put out the video where I went back in the woods the day he got hurt. And I can show you, he cut a perfect hinge cut on that tree, and it did just exactly what it was supposed to do, but it wasn't supposed to snap the hinge into and jump off the stump and hit another dead tree. So
yeah,
and the limb out of the dead tree is what hit him. So
there's all kinds of, like when I was in western Colorado, there was a lot of logging out there, and the guys talked about the hinge cuts breaking loose and kicking off, and the guy'd be standing there watching the controlled fall, and it kicks off to the side and takes him out.
You got to be.
They had one on display at that place because they handled steels there, and that thing, it had a Was it a 48 or a 60-inch bar? All I know is it had a handle on the other end of it. Now, would you like to be the guy that sits there and holds on to a handle like this on the other end of a
That's crazy.
5 or 6 foot chainsaw?
I don't know if any of you guys seen him, but I found him a few years ago. Buck and Billy Ray. He's up in Vancouver, Canada.
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 Canada. There's Missouri talk right there.
But that's worse than Missouri. But yeah, watching him do some stuff, and I found him several years ago when I started cutting firewood down here because we really didn't cut much firewood up there. So I was trying to find channels or videos on how to sharpen a chain, and found him, and I've been watching him ever since. And he sat there and lined up like 2 or 3 trees, and he'd go through and do his notches, and then cut his last one, and just like dominoes, knocking them down. But which he's a husky and home light guy, or not home light, McCullough. He likes them old McCulloughs.
Good night, Joe.
Night, Joe.
Night, Joe.
Joe.
Paul, you see that comment down low? He talked about that 382.
Yeah, I've never seen that number here. That may be something that it's obviously really new, but it may be something we don't have available here.
Well, it's like the 500i.
my
They
goodness,
had
Jake.
over there in Europe for several years before they brought it over here.
Mm-hmm.
And several people, when they first came out here, people were griping about them and everything else. Like, guys, they've been using for years over in Europe just fine. It's a proven saw, just we haven't had them here yet. So,
yeah,
a few years ago.
I'm still
Jake,
not.
drink you some milk. It'll put out that fire for now.
I'm not super convinced about the push bulb.
She had a saw.
Mm-hmm. Bring it back over here, dear.
I'm not super convinced about the little primer bulb deal they got on the 500i's because I've had bad luck with them on string trimmers and stuff.
Yeah,
That's a cute little thing.
Oh, that's a perfect picture of our channel right there. Don't move. Stay right there all day.
Ain't that a dandy? I bet that fits. I bet that fits Tina's hand just right.
It does.
I felt a lot safer up in the bucket of the tractor with it than a regular chainsaw.
I watched her raise up in a bucket of that tractor and cut. That was.
I'm trying to give her my little 14-inch Echo that I got. That way she can actually cut something. She didn't want it. She wanted her little battery-powered steel.
I call it my baby saw.
Baby shark, baby shark.
Yeah, baby shark.
Anna said you need supervision with that.
Baby steel.
You can probably cut wood or perform surgeries with that little saw.
Yeah, exactly. Just keep the chain sharp on it.
Remember,
Get a new one.
Yeah.
good.
But
I heard a rumor. There's a possibility Eric's going to buy him a sawmill.
hopefully, if the guy messaged me back, I messaged him the other day and he's looked at it, but he hadn't messaged me back yet. So, which I did the Facebook group page that I messaged him on. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll hear something back.
I'm just proud of Tina for getting up in the bucket of the tractor, because Nana, if I told her to get in the bucket of the tractor, she'd tell me what rope to go swing off of.
I knew he wasn't going to get up in it.
It was her idea to do it.
The same with Amy. I know she wouldn't get up in it at all.
Mm-hmm. The whole
And I
time
would
she's up
trust her
there,
driving a
She'd be
tractor.
afraid I'd leave her up there and go drink iced tea.
I figured he was going to dump me out.
the whole time she's up in the air, though, because I mean, I already had one blown hose on there, which it was on the steering, but the whole time up there, I'm sitting there looking at the hydraulic hose and I'm like, please, God, do not blow out. Please do not blow out. Because I know I'd get blamed for it. Kind of like that window down in Texas.
It was your chair.
Hey, Eric, you ought.
That's
I
right.
that guy's phone number. You ought to call him if you don't hear back in a day or two, because I know you can get him on his phone.
Okay. Yeah, just
Because I
text
know
it to
he's
me.
got the money right now. It won't last long if he don't get it quick.
Yeah.
I mean, Tina's going to grab it. So, Eric, quick, bye. Hey, yes, you guys showed your little tiny saw back about 2 years ago. Saker gave me their saw to try, and I did. And I have had that same saw that I use all the time. I've actually wore it out so bad, I need to get another blade for it. That thing will last, and it cuts and cuts. I love the saw.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's
I
like
mean,
still 271 Farm Boss I got, which is my primary saw. I love the heck out of it. I put an 18-inch bar on there. I know a lot of people talk about it's not a pro saw or nothing.
That's okay. You're not a pro.
That's true. I mean, it came with a 20-inch bar. I told them when they're at the steel shop there in Lanigan where I got it, I said, I want an 18-inch bar on it. And she kind of looked at me and I'm like, I've already researched it, and I throw keep an 18-inch bar, keep my teeth sharp on it, and I mean it'll eat. It'll eat. I did buy that what was it last year? I bought the clone of the MS26 or 660 with
Yeah.
and that's a fun little saw but that just like the steel though, it is heavy because it's got a 3-inch or 3-foot bar on it. But I made a video of it when I first got it. Was it back in the spring or last year?
This was last fall.
It may have been last fall.
okay. I'm getting butchered in the comments, y'all. And Xander'd like to come over here and knock a knot on my noggin for singing a little jingle. But hey, Xander, you can't hurt my feelings. One of my youth kids heard me sing a little bit of a jingle once, and she said, "Did you just sing that?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Did you take choir in school?" I said, "No." And she said, "Then you shouldn't sing." So you my feelings.
Good
Go
night,
ahead and try.
Amy.
Night, Amy.
Now, wait a minute. Amy always says she's going to bed, but she'll be back on in about 10 more minutes.
Good night for now, Amy.
See you in a little bit.
Night for the first time.
Yes.
I know. It'll be stuck in your head, that song.
What, baby?
Hey, that's not me.
I mean, it's better than standing outside with your mouth open wide.
Anything but the song.
Quit it, or you'll be singing, "This is the song that
That's
never ends."
Never ends. It goes on and on, my friends.
Somebody started singing it. What it was.
Hey, did I tell you?
You forget our kids, all of our kids grew up in the Barney generation, Alexander. So we had to listen to that on VHS until finally I got so mad that when the kids were gone, I opened up that little cover on that VHS and I cut the tape.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that's
Take
the
that
reason
song
all of our VHS
okay.
players wore out. Yep.
I hate it. And Teletubbies.
Oh.
Oh, I cannot stand them. They have new Teletubbies out now, and it's even worse.
It's even worse.
Oh, you know,
No.
How could they get more annoying than that?
right?
Nah.
you know,
Oh,
and
it
as bad
is.
as
Because they
SpongeBob,
made Teletubbies woke. That's how.
Yes.
any day of the week
There's the
over.
purple dinosaur.
Sorry.
I love you. You.
Ah.
Love me. We're a happy family.
Oh, Alexander says, "Oh, Barney got to Italy too, Dale."
Every once in a while,
goodness
you walk around the house, Nobody loves me. Nobody. Because one of our grandkids was singing that one time with the song from one of the cartoons. But it was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know, my wife still watches cartoons with the kids or whatever, but I played one that just came up. It was like a 7-minute video the other night while I'm laying there trying to go to sleep. And it was Speedy Gonzalez and Slowpoke Rodriguez. And, you know, the one line that I remembered from all that they played, I was shocked. And it was like, don't mess with Slowpoke Rodriguez. He packed a gun. And I'm like, I don't know how come I can remember that, but I can't remember somebody who's still standing in front of me.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Angie down there finishing the song.
Yeah.
I wouldn't let my kid watch
Thank
Teletubbies.
you.
We doesn't need it there.
You can sleep on the couch tonight.
I don't
So
think so.
we're a dysfunctional family.
Well, this preacher's got to figure out that he's going so I can get up in the morning and go do what I got to do. So I'm going to have to get off from here.
Yeah, you're gonna have an early morning, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
I think. Yeah.
Good night, Paul. Have a good night. Oh, have a good night, Paul.
Anything 7 o'clock is early. Yep. Sure is.
And of course, Forrest Gump, a little bit of Tom
Hanks. Oh, shoot. I keep
Good
messing up.
night.
Yeah, you got it back there.
That's,
Have a good night, buddy.
All right.
it just
Everybody,
feels
2 thumbs
wrong.
up for Paul.
About to say. I want to tell you one of the weirdest
We
things.
love you, Paul. Good night.
Oh, yep. Let me go and tell you good night, Paul, because I know here comes the story. And
I got to tell you a story, and then I got.
Wait a minute. Is this going to take long?
And after I cut my thumb off, and I got that all out of the wrap and everything was healed over, I would go to put my hand in my pocket, and it would stop right where that thumb would normally hang on my pocket. And some people still do that, and it's just weird. And so one of Anita's friends says, well, you need to try this mirror trick where it'll trick your mind into believing there's still a thumb on that hand. And I said, why would I want to do that? Then I'd mess up and cut it off again.
Oh, I knew it. He's going to be gone.
I told you. That's why I went ahead and told him bye before he even told the story.
I knew he was going to do it, but I didn't know when.
And poof.
That's why you did the train on the other night.
That's funny.
I can't believe that Amy, she went to bed on us. I don't believe that. I know she is laying there
She's
watching us.
Lurking.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
James.
Night, James.
He's leaving.
Hi, James.
Night, James.
Good night, James.
Paul, have you ever thought?
Putting your big toe up there. Hey, I'm going to tell you, I got a friend that lost his big toe, and you can't hardly function without your big toe. Like that's what keeps your balance. Like he's had a lot of.
He had
a lot of
buddy
issues.
or my daddy's friend. You had to learn how to rewalk with it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just know it.
I had another growing up. That same guy that used to jerk that steel chainsaw until he'd lose his religion. He was helping his daddy unhook a plow from a tractor, and of course his dad was telling him, "Just pull the pin. Come on, just pull the pin on it. We got things to do." And he says, "But Dad, what's the hitch gonna do?" He said, "Boy, pull the pin." So he pulled the pin on that plow, and that plow went boom and cut all of his toes off, except for the big one and the one next to it. And I'm gonna tell you, as a little kid, when you're like 4 and 5 years old, and you see somebody wear a pair of flip flops and there's only the big toe and the one next to it to hold their flip flop on, it kind of messes with your mind just a little bit.
Hey, Chris is in there saying, "Yep," about Amy.
Oh, yeah, you know she's listening.
Yep.
Oh, I know she is.
Because you could go 30 minutes from now and you say something that would catch her attention,
And she's
gonna be on. Oh, I just heard this. And had to say something.
I just heard that.
You talking about those chainsaws? There's a channel that we probably all know. Anyway, he couldn't start his chainsaws. He had two of them, and he needed to cut a tree down. He couldn't get his to start, so he went and grabbed his neighbor's saw. And he always complained about his saws not starting. He grabbed his neighbor's saw, said it was going to work. He sat there in a video like a dozen times trying to start it. Finally, I guess he shut the camera off and come back with it running. It was the same type saw skill. Couldn't start it.
Went and bought one, didn't he?
I don't know what he did. No, he used his friends. He had two of them that wouldn't run. He could never start. So he grabbed his neighbor's, and his neighbor said it starts and runs. So he started with the video, and he pulled the thing like a dozen times. It wouldn't start.
Night, Xander.
Yeah.
Night,
Jump. Xander, be safe, my friend.
Oh, Cora says, I know all about that. Learn how to walk with no toes.
Tony.
Well, and I know a lot too.
So that's not to keep running down the stills, but the guy that the place we used to rent and I used to work for, he took his two steel chainsaws to him to have them worked on, tuned all up, because we were going to put in a mile of fence. And, it was in the brush, and we had to cut brush out of the way for it. And so he pulls up, we pull back there to where we're building the fence, and he said, all proud of himself, hey, I took these two saws in. I spent like $300 on getting them all tuned up, new bars and chains. We're ready to go. And he gasses this thing up and puts oil in it. And then he starts jerking on that chainsaw, trying to get it to start. And he does that for about 15 minutes. And then pretty soon the expletives start flying. And he's still jerking on this chainsaw. And I go about my business. I just go start working as he's trying to start this saw. Pretty soon, I hear the biggest commotion, something banging. And he had that saw by the bar. And he was beating it on the side of the flatbed on the truck until there was just pieces left of that steel chainsaw. And he said, hey, get in the truck. We got to go buy a new saw.
Hey, Ace, that's exactly what I was talking about right there. Ace has it. He mentioned it. It came out today. I've seen it.
Well, I know right here, you look at any professional logging outfit, and we've had a few of them out here between us and our neighbors. Every single one of them are running a steel saw. You won't see a Husky, you won't see an Echo, you won't see a pull-on. They'll all be steels.
We have steel weed eaters, steel chainsaws. We have all that. But we do have one steel chainsaw, the newest one, that it is a combination to crank. And we still don't know the combination. But there's a combination.
Night, Ace. Thanks for coming by and visiting us.
Good night, Ace.
Good night, Ace.
And
nice. See you later.
I was talking to one of them about it and everything else, and he goes, I'll tell you why every one of us runs steel chainsaws. And I was like, okay, what's that? He goes, because we actually have a steel dealer and somebody that can actually work on it. You don't have a Husky dealer.
Yeah.
You don't have.
Right.
Now, the steel shop does do Echoes, but they're home farm saws. They don't have any pro saws. There is now Eubanks equipment, and they do some Huskies, but they don't do the mechanicing like the local steel shop does. So, but
well, I'll tell you, when I was at the dealership, we about got to the point we just quit working on saws because when dealership labor rate was over $150, I mean, people just throw a fit. You couldn't work on them for no time, because they could buy one. Well, not at today's prices on a saw. I mean, you go paying $1,200 for a saw, $150 in labor sounds cheap.
But I know like I said, my 271 I got, and then I've got a still FS 111R, and I can count on them to start and run for me every single time. They're the 271 when I do have it hot, when I go to restart it after I fuel it up and sharpen the chain on it while it's still warm, I will have to fiddle with it to get it to start, but it's not a fight. But I love those two that I have. Now the little Echo I haven't ran it hard. It's just a little 14-inch. I just use it for small stuff. And then that Chinese clone saw that I've got, the MS260, I haven't ran it enough yet to. All I know is with that compression valve on there, that is a booger to start.
Right.
So if you get a sawmill, Eric, I know a guy that would volunteer to come and run it.
I wonder who that is.
And it'll be an open invite too. So, like I said, hopefully I'll get
that was
back.
So much fun running that one of Jason's. I love that thing.
Yeah.
Back, he was so excited.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've already got big plans on it for everything, which Tina talking to her sister today, because she's supposed to have this guy that's really interested in buying this place, but yet we haven't heard nothing. And Tina told her, it's like, we start building the house, we're done. We're tired of, getting ready to start a project and then somebody wanting to buy the farm and putting everything on hold again. So we're not
over and over and over.
We're done with putting projects on hold. And once we break ground and start going, especially if we get that sawmill, because we'll just start milling our own lumber and doing it ourselves from start to finish.
Yep.
We ain't selling.
Not good enough homestead.
Hey, Robin, welcome in.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about getting one. I know I've been looking at the one that Brian's got, and it's not that bad. You can buy it with the wheel kit for like $5,300, like $5,300 with the wheel kit.
Ooh.
Which is high. I mean, it's a lot of money, but
Paul, you might cause me to get in a divorce if you start opening an invitation to your meal.
Wait, I thought Paul was going to do something, get ready for tomorrow, and he's still under like Amy.
Yeah, that's why I told him go to bed a while ago. He didn't even respond to that. He's just still answering questions.
Well, he's probably laying in bed in his underoos watching this right now.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, goodness.
I did not need that. I don't have nightmares now.
Well, he's got 4 more minutes.
Better want to put on there on Piggy's live tonight.
We used to have some.
He was on his way over, and it's like Eric says, "Does he need to go put on pants?"
Had some friends that used to cut my wood, which was Wiley and Jen, our mountain home, which now moved to Arkansas. They used to cut all my cedar, all kinds of me all the time. They treated me good about it, and I treated them good back because it was great to have them there. I love that saw they had.
Yep. Well, and that was one of the things I liked watching, like with Jason and Tara when they was all down there helping them. It's like, oh, we need some more 2x6s. Well, instead of running to Lowe's, they just ran down to the sawmill and come back with more 2x6s. So, which
I'm telling you, you don't realize how nice it is till you have that there. And it just made, like, building that shack, that YouTube studio, it was like, this is cool. Like,
yeah, we watched him today put windows in it.
Yeah, I seen it too. Yep. Oh, they had our shirts on. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like you guys. Hey, thanks for the
I
show.
said,
Welcome.
"Give me a shirt."
I'm sorry, Tony. We wear ours so they're dirty.
Honestly,
They're literally in the
I-
washing machine right now.
I didn't even have it planned. This is what I put on this morning when we
Went
was
to the
going
craft
to the
show.
craft show. So I was advertising for them all at the craft show. Granted, I had my bibs on, but I can still see it a little bit.
You had your bibs on at Pinecone too.
Yeah. I had to pull it up over to.
Yeah.
So he doesn't moon anybody.
Yeah. We were a little disappointed we didn't get the memo to bring our shirts to take a picture with the whole crew.
In all fairness, we didn't bring ours either. They were there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lisa's real quiet tonight. Lisa's always kind of
Get a
quiet.
word in.
But oh goodness,
It's past my bedtime.
It's way past Nana's
Yeah,
bedtime.
it's almost 11.
Yeah.
We actually slept in this morning.
Yeah, like 6:30.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I think we're going to cut out of here just because, yeah, we're
It's
tired.
starting to get a little chilly.
It is getting a little. This will probably be our last ride live now.
You never know. Next week.
What? No way.
It's 58
We ain't
outside.
gone 3 hours
54
yet,
here.
Amy.
I don't know what ours. How cold is it? I think it's probably like 80 something degrees here tomorrow.
Yeah, it's supposed to be warmer here tomorrow too. I think
That's
we're supposed
right.
to be by-
Although,
go ahead.
you know, if Amy would have come on here, we would have went 3 hours. But you know, being she didn't come on, you know.
She should have.
We can only make it 2 hours without her.
Yeah, where's Amy? Hello, Amy.
Everybody.
We know you're listening.
Almost midnight. You're on that Ginger and Joey time, Lori.
But
All right.
unload the truck in the morning, and we got to run down and do some errands.
Yeah,
and then I
since-
need to do some video editing ourselves.
Since we don't have to worry about it raining.
Hey,
Yeah.
I started yesterday evening before the football game editing the video that come out today. I said, well, it's no big deal. I like to put my videos out in the morning. So I get to work this morning. I start back to editing. We had a blip at the plant and we lost electricity. We lost the whole plant.
No.
And that's why well, y'all seen when I got on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it has been all day. So we got electricity back about 2:30, 3 o'clock today.
No.
And while they was getting their side going, I got my video edited and got it put out. But I got to get another one edited somehow. And it ain't going to be tonight because I'm tired.
Yeah.
Tard.
Yeah, I think
Tired. I am tired.
How you spell that? Tard.
Tired.
Tard day.
T-A-R-E-D. Tired.
That ain't how you say it. Tard.
it's like we got 3 videos on Tina's phone, and I think I got at least 1 on mine. We got to get downloaded.
Oh, I got more than 3. You've just ignored me on them.
No, it's not, Lori. Today was a bad.
Well,
today
I mean,
was
you
one of
had
them
all
days
day
after Irma.
sitting there, Eric. You could have been editing all day sitting there.
Would you go lay down?
I didn't take the laptop with me. So.
Tired. There you go. Tired.
Night, Angie.
That's it.
Yeah. Hey, I'll get off you.
Hey, Angie's the same way. Angie will tell you she's going to bed, and then 30 minutes later, she'll appear either outside the
She'll
window or just come
appear
in there
all
and
this
come see.
Sitting in the
It's
chat.
too cold outside for her. She won't be knocking on the window. And it's not cold. It's 58.
Oh, and all
She's
she's gonna
probably
do
in
is
there
just
brewing.
speak to Lisa. Oh, that's fine, Angie.
She's
We see how it is.
She's
You only
probably
care about
in there
one of them.
warming up the Dutch oven for Tony here in a minute.
I don't like it warm. Babe, you in there?
But
Babe, You coming over for a second? Come on, say hi to everybody. Come on. They're all.
Hey, just come at least say hi to Nana.
There you go.
Seems like the only one you worried about.
Come on, babe. Just say hi, then you can run back.
He wears a mask. No fair.
You what?
I said, love you all. First.
Okay, well, they want to see you too. Yeah. Certainly.
Certainly.
She walked the other way, saying goodnight.
Nice.
Hey, Angie, I'll tell you what to do though, Angie. Angie, take that hose off of his mask, put a funnel on the end of it, hold it up to your back end, and just force feed it to him.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
Hold it up there and let it rip.
Just tell him. I mean, she's just
Let her
trying to
rip.
prevent you from getting dementia, Tony.
That's right.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't you
I
learn
know.
Oh, funny.
It's funny, you get that mask you put on, you used to, once it gets really cranking, and as soon as it's in the air leak, you notice it, you're like, you're like, put it back over.
Do you use the one that goes over everything, or you use the nostril one?
No, it's a BiPAP that goes over the whole everything. I have
Hey,
to have.
the one I've got is
There
got
she is.
mine's just got nostrils.
We had a deputy had surgery.
Hey there,
last week.
beautiful lady.
Right here.
Oh, hey.
I know.
Yeah, just take that hose straight off and just put it right there and force feed it to him.
Love you guys.
Love
you
you.
too.
Bye.
Love you.
All right, guys, I'm going to go because I know you all want to go, Eric and Tina.
Yep.
I'm
All
going
right,
to try.
we're gonna get out of here, guys.
Night,
We
Tony.
appreciate everybody jumping on here and being in here.
We had a
and-
blast. That's
Yep.
always.
So,
Yeah, we had a good time. Everybody have a good, be safe.
all right, you too.
Well, thanks,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Bye-bye.
See y'all.
See y'all.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.